Hey there, this is John Shen reporting live from Orlando, Florida. We're just completing GSMCON, or Government Social Media's 10th annual conference. For those who don't know, again, if you do social media and you're in a government agency such as the police, the fire, utility, these are all the people here. And this conference is one of the biggest around for it, and one of the best. In addition to that, I'm going to share some of the highlights here. And number one is that this is a conference that does hybrid right. They invest in MCs, they invest in superior technology, and this was the first year they got picture-in-picture for the breakout session. So not only are their keynotes well produced, but the breakouts are also super high produced, great audio, great visuals, and great presenters, of course, too. What else was a big hit? Well, this is the first year that I've gotten to be in person. And so I got a chance to actually be here in Orlando after being 4 years of virtual MC. And I made a big entrance video, which is I did a video where I started the video saying I have something for one of the in-person MCs, and I brought it all the way across the country in a 60-second video, cutting across and doing things like falling asleep in an airplane and in my Uber and all sorts of other cool things like that. And running into that, I want to give a shout out to my good friend Sherry Levitan, who gave me the idea for that, where she, as an expert, she's done over 100 of these types of videos, and I'm just proud of my first one. And the next one is just physical presence. Being here in person, it's just a different experience than being virtual. As much as I love virtual, it is great to know what those differences are and take advantage of them. I really got to meet, I have a whole selfie collection of people that knew me from virtual land, where I actually got the chance to name the virtual spaces virtual land, and they got to see me here in person. So I made a lot of connections and really helped build this great community. I was also live chatting in all the keynotes though. So as a hybrid MC, I am always keeping one foot in virtual and one foot in person, and looking for the different ways I can maximize that. And one of the ways is in virtual is that I was always in a keynote or a breakout during every session, and chatting along and staying connected to my virtual like friends as well as my in-person people. I also hosted 3 virtual networking sessions live here, and even brought in some other people. One was an expo person, and the other one was a person who's on the council here at GSM, and she got a chance to meet some of the VIPs and show how we can connect our in-person people with our virtual people, just make this beautiful connection together. This next tip was a saying that I really like, and I think is so important for those who host conferences and want to be engaging. Virtual is the gateway drug to in-person. I'll say that again. Virtual is the gateway drug to in-person. And what do I mean by that is that, some other value of running a conference hybrid is that you get a chance to take a virtual person for a different price point and a different experience, and get them, if they could get people to trust them at that level, they can invest more. And so an amazing person from the Hawaii, I believe it's the sheriff or police department, came in and brought me a box of macadamia nuts, chocolate covered macadamia nuts, and she said her virtual experience last year was so good that she was able to convince her management to sponsor not only her, but 3 additional people to come in person here to this Orlando conference. And so that is actually something important to think about. What is that progression of members or attendees in their experience? And if you can give them a great experience in virtual, then they may take that next step to coming in person. I also hosted here in the expo, that's what's behind me here, was a gigantic expo with amazing vendors, and we get great traffic. We played super fun games inside of here, but most important, that drew people in here into the expo in between on a 30-minute break, and drew them back out. And what that means is they passed all those expo booths, and highly likely for them to stop by. And so used many of my engagement tips. We played bingo, we actually played heads or tails. I had music playing Name That Tune. So lots of different items, and people had really had fun inside of here. I also presented a 15-minute speed session with the best social media AI tips, and message me if you'd like to see that presentation. And last night, I got the chance to end the VIP party. So Christy, the person who founded this conference, selected me to work with a magician at the end of the part, and we really turned it into a high note where he cold called somebody across the country and was able to name my card that, from a deck of cards that I bought, and my birthday, and none of us know exactly how we did it. But those are some of my highlights here for government social media. GSMCon. I put the link inside of the chat, and make sure if you are in social media and you do it for any form of government, whether you're a contractor or you're full time, go check it out. And they have year-long communities and year-long resources. And they just announced that their next conference will be in New Orleans. Yeah, New Orleans, May 5 through 7 in New Orleans, Louisiana. And so hopefully we will see you there. This is John Chen from Orlando signing off here and saying, we hope you have great MCs at all of your programs. A great MC is a secret to the continuity of your program. Hey, we'll see you next time.